Hi, I'm Mike. Here on the ranch, cows are our main source of income. But we couldn't do this without diversifying. We also raise our own steers and pigs for direct sale to customers at farmers market. And these are the honest facts of raising pigs for profit on our Wyoming Life. Welcome to our Wyoming Life. If you're a regular viewer, thanks for joining us again. And if this is your first time here, please subscribe and come along with us as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. The question was raised to me recently, if you're raising your own animals and sending them to slaughter, does it get any easier as the years go by? Quick answer to that question is no. But the real answer is a bit more complicated. Neither Erin or I were raised on the ranch, or any ranch for that matter. We came here a few years ago when Erin's stepdad started getting sick, and since he's passed away. We came here from a life in corporate America, about as far from agriculture as you could get. And when we came here, we had no idea what we were getting into. Sometimes we still don't. But since then, we've settled into our new life. We've started a family. We have 3 kids, Mackenzie, who's 7, Grace, who is 4, and Lincoln, who is 2. And we've also changed things and how they're done around here. When we first came, we were strictly a cow-calf operation. Since then, Erin's added gardens and actively sells vegetables raised here on the ranch year-round. We also raise and finish our own beef that we sell, and pigs as well. By the end of this video, you're going to know more about how we raise our pigs, how much they cost, and how much profit there can be in pork. So today we get to talk about pigs, and there are 3 sides to this equation: production, yield, and sales. Back in July, we brought a new batch of pigs onto the ranch. Each and every year we get our pigs from the same place, a young lady that grows her pigs in Nebraska. We've purchased our pigs from her for years because we want to stay consistent with our customers. Changing breeders each year could affect the flavor of the pork, and we want our customers to be confident in knowing that they know what they're going to get and what to expect. This year, we purchased 7 pigs. One of them we had actually pre-sold before we even got them, and the others are going to be sold at our local farmers market and direct to our customers. We pay $50 per pig, and so starts their time on the ranch. The piglets weigh about 10 pounds each, and they're going to live here in the pig shed for the majority of their lives. We have 2 stalls available to them, and they're going to be able to move from stall to stall when they get bigger, allowing us to lock them in one side of the pens while we clean the other, which happens quite often. Pigs need to be cleaned frequently and their stalls mucked and new bedding put in. These pigs will live on the ranch for an average of 200 days, gaining weight at the rate of about 1.5 pounds per day. By the end of 200 days, we're hoping that pigs will weigh between 270 and 310 pounds. Just like people, different pigs have different metabolisms, and some will gain weight faster, and some will be slower. To help them gain that weight, we're going to have to feed them, obviously. And we do so by buying pig food by the ton. Each bag of food weighs 50 pounds, and a ton has 42 bags on it. A pig will eat about 4% of its body weight in food per day. The little guys, they eat less, and they eat less than 1/2 pound. But that will quickly change. As they grow, they eat more, and over their entire time here on the ranch, each pig will consume about 800 pounds of food. For all 7 of them, that's 5,600 pounds of food, or about 3 tons. We buy our pig food at a rate of 28 cents a pound. So over the lifetime, each pig will eat about 225 pounds worth of feed. Altogether, we have $1,575 in feed in the entire group. Pigs drink water too. However, I've never actually figured out how much it costs to pump water for them at the rate of 3 to 5 gallons per day per pig. Another cost that we haven't figured out as well is for my time, the time that we have into the pigs. Each day we spend at least an hour dealing with them, sometimes more, sometimes less. From feeding, watering, cleaning stalls, and sometimes entire days rebuilding stalls or chutes. Over all this time spent with your animals, you do get attached to them. And you quickly learn their quirks. You know their personalities. And that's what makes the day that they leave the ranch much harder. This year, we're taking our pigs to Sturgis Meats, a USDA-inspected meat processing and packaging facility. Here we can get our pork package for sale to our customers. We offer pork to customers at farmers markets and by direct sales. Being USDA inspected means that we can sell our pork by the single piece, 1 pound of bacon, or a single pork chop, just like the grocery store. 2 weeks later, we're ready to pick up our pork. Before leaving, we do a little bit of housekeeping, cleaning out the freezers and making sure we have enough room for the many pounds of new meat that we have coming in. The timing works out right because we're on our way back over to Sturgis with a load of steers that we're going to be processing into beef for sale as well. But first, we must have our brand inspection, where a state representative comes out to the ranch and inspects the cattle that we're taking. After checking the brands and proof of ownership, we can head out with them, driving the 100 or so miles to drop these guys off and pick up our pork, loading it all in the back of the truck and then hightailing it back home before things start to thaw. Once back home, disconnect the trailer and over to the shop to start unloading pork. On average, a pig will yield about 57% of their live weight in pork. A 250-pound pig will bring you about 144 pounds of retail cuts. Altogether, we brought over 2,150 pounds of live pig, and we're going to be bringing home about 1,225 pounds. We don't get too crazy with our cuts, and for those interested, here are the numbers. 350 pork chops, 70 pork shoulder roasts, 126 pounds of sausage, 250 pounds of bacon, and 300 pounds of ham. We also set aside half of an entire pig for our farm-to-table dinner that's coming up in late summer. Our cost for processing pork, including butchering, processing, inspections, vacuum packaging, and curing, averages $400 per pig for a total of $2,800. Our total cost for 7 pigs this year was $4,725. Now comes the third part of the equation. We sell our pork at farmers markets and direct to our customers. When it comes to pricing our meat, we do it in 2 ways. One is by the individual cut. The other is in 35-pound packages. In a 35-pound package, you get 8 pounds of pork chops, 6 pounds of sausage, 5 pounds of bacon, 8 pounds of roasts, and 8 pounds of ham for $199. That's an average price of $5.69 per pound. If we sold all our meat at that rate, let's say we only sold packages, then we would have an income of $6,970.25, with a cost of $4,725, giving us a profit of $2,245.25 for 6 months of work. You might think that we could make more money on pork with individual sales, people that buy 1 or 2 pork chops, a pound of bacon, or sausage. You'd be right. We price our individual cuts comparable with the grocery store. Our customers know that they can buy pork in the grocery store for close to the same price and probably even less. But what they don't know is how that pork is raised, what hormones or antibiotics might have been used, or the conditions that they lived in. Let's look at those numbers. Bacon we sell for $9.50 a pound. We have 250 pounds to sell, so that's $2,375. Pork shoulder roast is $4.99 a pound. With roughly 210 pounds, we have $1,048 there. Ham is $5.99 a pound, and we have 300 pounds of ham, so that's $1,797. Sausage at $6.50 a pound is $1,365, and pork chops at $5.99 a pound brings us $2,096. If we sold all our pork individually, that gives us a grand total of $8,681. Take off our cost of $47.25 again, and the profit, $3,956. $3,956 profit with individual cuts, $2,245 with packages. Our actual profit is somewhere in the middle. It may not seem like a lot, and we're really only talking about 7 pigs here, but it can make a big difference. That money can be used to help us further advancements in the garden, or it might buy Mackenzie braces. Who knows? It's another one of those things on the ranch that if we don't figure in our time for labor, we actually do pretty well. You know, when I first came to the ranch, one of the first things Gilbert, my father-in-law, told me was that your time isn't worth anything. Now, coming from a corporate background where your time is definitely worth something, I was kind of like, you know, this guy's crazy. But now I'm kind of thinking, for ranch life, he was pretty close to right on the money. So let's go back to the original question once again. Does raising your own animals and sending them to slaughter get any easier as the years go by? The answer doesn't change. It's still no. These animals are part of the ranch, and every year we see many of them go away. But their sacrifice is never in vain. By raising animals, we are ensuring that the ranch continues every year, and hopefully long enough to see our kids raise their kids on this very same land. Maybe they'll be doing the same things we're doing today. Maybe they won't. The whole place could be a wind farm by then, and you know what? That's totally fine. If it keeps the ranch going, we will do it. This land is probably one of the most important things in our lives, the whole families. And every day we make sacrifices ourselves to make sure that it's still going to be a part of our lives tomorrow, including making choices that are hard and sometimes heartbreaking. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little economics lesson. It kind of went a little sideways on me, but that's okay. It's economics mixed in with the why and the how. You know, when we started our channel, we decided we didn't only want to bring you what we do, but also why we do it and the emotion involved in every single step. I hope we're completing that goal. Make sure you subscribe for more from the ranch as we explore the ranch life together and escape the ordinary. Like us on Facebook for updates that you can't find anywhere else at Our Wyoming Life. We post 3 times per week, and we hope to see you again soon. Until then, thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life.